Repulsion.
What?
Her thumb moved.
What does that mean?
It's a normal response in dying muscles.
Or brain activity.
They all look at Sean in shock. Zni anxiously explains that over the past 10 years Danny has undergone thousands of tests. Her EEG has never shown any meaningful brain activity. Isles urgently cuts her off and tells them to intubate her again. Danny quickly returns to normal breathing. The aneurysm in Dennis' brain actually ruptured 10 years ago. For the past decade Isles has brought mint chocolate every single day when he visits, always hoping Danny would wake up. She finally managed to convince Isles to give up that impossible hope, and she wants Sean to tell him that the twitch meant nothing. Sean points out that her dopamine levels have spiked. Zni thinks it might just be adrenaline, but Sean insists on running a full-body CT scan on Danny.
It's not coming from the adrenals either.
There it is, but it's not coming from an organ, it's coming from a tumor.
Danny has cancer.
Sean tells Isles the results, and suggests that he should turn off life support. But Isles asks if the cancer can be treated. Zni tells him the tumor is in a very bad location, and it is malignant. Without treatment Danny would die within a few months, but if they operate she might die on the table. And her EEG still shows no change. But Isles insists that her thumb moving is a change.
Something else could change, and maybe that's the change that'll wake her up.
Her body is dying.
I gave up on her once, I'm not doing that again.
Sean immediately schedules surgery for Danny. But during the operation the capsule ruptures and cerebrospinal fluid starts leaking. Just as the doctors are about to take corrective action, Danny suddenly wakes up. Back in the hospital room Zni tells Danny her cancer has not spread and her brain function is normal. And this time Danny finally gets to taste the mint chocolate she waited 10 years for.
Tastes like my birthday.
Oh, well, it's been a pretty good day.
10 years. I miss anything good?
No.
Danny asks the doctor why she woke up. Zni explains that there have been similar cases before, but Isles interrupts and calls it a miracle. Zni smiles and does not argue. But back in the office Sean explains the real reason to Zni. Danny's tumor released a massive amount of dopamine, flooding her entire brain, which temporarily activated it and woke her up. This means her awakening is only temporary. Once the dopamine is depleted her brain will shut down again, and the dose needed to keep her awake would poison her. If they operate now she will fall back into a coma. If they do not operate she will die. They explain everything to Danny and Isles. Sean tells Danny she has less than 24 hours of consciousness left, and after this she will never wake up again. Isles cannot accept this at all. He wants to take Danny to see other doctors, but Danny stops him.
We have to face this.
Listen to me. You're right here, looking into my eyes and holding my hand. You're not going anywhere, Danny.
While Isles is away Zni goes to see Danny, and Danny already knows why she came. Isles loves her deeply so he cannot make this decision, and he would spend the rest of his life sitting by her bed, listening to the ventilator keep her alive. Zni hands her the paperwork and says the decision is hers. In the end Danny signs a do not resuscitate order, because she does not want to keep living on